Hello, my name is Beth PPG. I am a coaching psychologist with an occupational psychology background, an interest in creativity and positive psychology informed coaching, and I'm based in Manchester in the UK. So I've been coaching for just over 3 years, having recently qualified with the Masters in Applied Positive Psychology and Coaching Psychology, so more specifically in the coaching psychology space, for only 12 months or so. And I've been in a peer practice group for a few months now, since about the summer, so maybe 4 or 5 months. Being in a peer practice group is wonderful. It's a real opportunity to connect with lots of other professionals, to share practice and ideas, to learn about other people's approaches. And it's also a way for me of being accountable in my practice. It kind of forces me to reflect on what I'm doing, reflect on different opinions, and to really want to contribute and share with a group of really warm, wonderful coaches and coaching psychologists. In terms of practical and useful things that the peer practice group has given me so far, our group has been quite newly formed. So in terms of getting to know each other, we've each hosted a session over the last few months and shared a lot around our backgrounds and our practice and some of our research, for those of us who've been conducting research. So it's given me a lot of really useful references and other fields of interest to go and investigate and really interrogate whether those are things that might inform my practice in the future. I'd say that the peer practice group adds a lot of value to my coaching practice. My background is occupational psychology. That's the route that I kind of came towards coaching. But there's a real diverse mix of people. So we've got sport and exercise psychologists, clinical psychologists, so people who are really coming from a completely different background and a different perspective. There's a real richness to the conversations as a result of that, because it's not just a group of like-minded people with the exact same background and values. It's really, whilst it's a very kind and compassionate space for sharing, it's really been amazing in terms of the value of challenge, gentle challenge about my own practice and the ways that I see coaching and think about the things that I do on a daily basis in my coaching practice. I think to anyone who's considering joining a peer practice group, my main advice would be just to do it. It's been really wonderful in terms of connecting with other psychologists and coaching psychologists. It's regular intervals that are manageable to share in your professional development and to learn from others, and to really have that generosity of giving and taking from a group of people. It can be as big or as small as you need it to be to fit around your other commitments, and certainly from my experience, it's just been a wonderful way of connecting with a really warm group that keep me focused on my professional practice and give me lots of reflections to take away every single time. So yeah, my main advice would be just go for it, do it, set one up if there isn't one. I think I'd just like to say a big thank you to Lorna and Sam, who set up the peer practice group that I'm a member of.